From the book, not the Gospel, but reading from Isaiah chapter 11. Okay, here we go. Then the wolf shall be a guest of the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion shall browse together with a little child to guide them. The cow and the bear shall be neighbors. Together the young shall rest. The lion shall eat hay like the ox. The baby shall play by the cobra's den, and the child lay his hand on the adder's lair. There shall be no harm or ruin on all my holy mountain. During the Bosnian War back in the 1990s between the Bosnian Serbs and against the Muslims, making the sides bitter enemies. But after the war, the journalist Chris Hedges heard a story of unusual kindness in the midst of the savagery. Rosa and Drago Sorak, a Bosnian-Serbian couple, told Hedges that during the war, the Muslim police took their oldest son, Zoran, away for questioning. He never returned. 5 months after Zoran's disappearance, his wife gave birth to a girl. The mother was unable to nurse the child. The city was being shelled, and there were severe food shortages. Infants were dying in droves. The family gave the baby tea for 5 days, but she began to fade. The baby was dying, Rosa Sorek said. It was breaking our hearts. But on the 5th day, just before dawn, the Soreks heard someone stomping up to their front door. It was their Muslim neighbor, Fadil Fazik, one of the few people in town who owned a cow. He was wearing black rubber boots and holding a half a liter of milk. Other families insulted Fadil and told him to let the children of their enemies die. But Fadil, the man with a cow and a heavy black rubber boots, kept showing up on the porch for 442 days in a row until the Zorek's daughter-in-law and granddaughter left the country. The Zorek said they could never forgive those who took Zoran from them, but they also couldn't forget the kindness of their neighbor, Fadil. Drago Zorek said the milk we had was precious, all the more so because it was hard to keep the animals. He gave us 221 liters. And there he is. And every year at the time when it is cold and dark, when we close our eyes, we can hear the boom of the heavy guns and the sound of Fadil Fazik on the stairs. And so we heard this idyllic situation when the Messiah comes, the cow and the lion and the baby, those who seem the enemies now can coexist in peace. And that's still our wish today. It would be if we follow what Christ asks us. And so maybe we can't change the world situations beyond our capability, but we can in our own little space, our own little corner, our own little world, our own little family, our own little neighborhood, our own little job, whatever it may be a peacemaker, to get along. Even if it's difficult, they were bitter enemies, but for the sake of the baby, Fadil gave milk. God bless him. So may we be truly peacemakers, do the best that we can, especially as we approach this beautiful season of Christmas. Amen.